Evan.
I'm Parker.
And we are
the Egan family.
And today we're going to be sharing something very exciting. And it's what is in Parker's reminder binder. Now, if you watched our cleaning and organization of our homeschool space video, you will have heard me mention this before, but essentially what this is something that I came up with as a way to make Parker more accountable for his own education. So as a homeschool teacher, I'm sure most of you are, or at least are interested in it in some capacity to be watching. You'll know or can imagine that a lot of times you get asked questions by your student, your child, that you know that they know, and they're just not challenging themselves enough to try and remember. So I came up with this idea of the reminder binder that once he learns a concept or had already mastered a concept, I found a fun way, mostly by looking at illustrations from other teachers on Pinterest, to put them into a cute little worksheet or a hand-drawn little doodle or something in here. So there's different sections in here for each of his subjects. And as we learned something special or cool or unique that either he would want to reference again, or that was a foundation that he absolutely should know, we put it in this binder. So then if he asked me a question like, I'm writing a story, Mom, and I'm writing about Mississippi. Does Mississippi have a capital letter? I'd say, hey, listen, go to your reminder binder. There is a page in there all about what gets capitalized. And then he could figure it out himself. So it's helpful for me as I'm tending to his two little sisters or doing household things, which, it happens all the time when you're homeschooling. There's always so much going on and there's so many different ways that your attention's being pulled. But it also is helping Parker because he is learning how to answer his own questions, how to recall information that he has already learned, how to research, and how to be self-sufficient. So we're going to flip the camera around and we're going to show you what is in Parker's
reminder binder.
Okay, so here's Parker's reminder binder. We already filmed this once. Video didn't work. We're having all sorts of issues today. Parker has decided that he does not want to film this with me, so I'm just going to go through this really fast. Also, the girls are now waking up from their nap. My nails are horrible. So this may be another Hot Mess Express video, but you know what? Like I said, this is real life here. This is how we roll. And I'm just making sure my camera was filming still. All right, so once again, this is Parker's reminder binder. If you open it up, on the inside cover over here are things that don't fit in here because I laminated them. Just some poems that he learned this year. We did at least one poem every single week. So there's this one. This is by Maya Angelou, If I Could Catch a Rainbow. And then this is a game that he can play with some of his play money. He has realistic play money for Melissa and Doug. My mom got it for him for a gift. I think it was a Christmas gift. So he can play where he can match this up. He had to write the values of all of them. And there was a different way to play this game, but this is how we play it. And that was from Teachers Pay Teachers. This is something that he has to ask himself every time he completes an assignment, So he has to see if he is really done. He has to ask himself, is his name on it? Did he follow all the directions? Did he double check everything? Is there anything he can improve? Did he go above and beyond? And can he proudly say this is his best effort? If he can answer yes, then he's done and he can turn it in. If not, if he goes through the checklist and notices he has to fix something, well, then that's a chance for him to revise. If you hear paper turning in the background, Parker's reading a book right next to me, and we're going to let him do that. I'm going to go pretty quickly through anything. So if you see anything that you would like explained better, just let me know. Most of the stuff I just got reference from Pinterest or I printed out on Teachers Pay Teachers. Anything from Teachers Pay Teachers in this binder is free. But there are things that you have to pay for on there, but I totally recommend checking out Teachers Pay Teachers. They have all grade levels, all ability levels, and I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about how we need to better support and promote teachers and appreciate teachers, but that is a different video and a different topic. But just know, if you are an educator of any kind, I 150% support, appreciate, and love you to pieces for everything that you do. But anyway, let's keep going. I am very long-winded. So this is the spelling section. And in here, it starts out with what gets a capital letter and all the different examples of that. Letters that go fishing, so letters that hang underneath the line when you're writing, as a good reminder, because Parker sometimes forgets that. Also, don't mind the lighting. We are in my dining room. I filmed it before when it was better. Oh, you can't even see that. Let's see. I filmed it before when it was better lighting. And, we're just a mess over here. Anyway, when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking, and then reminders what vowels are, homophones, homographs, and that's it for spelling. Now for science, he does have two things in this pocket here. One is the life cycle of a snowflake, a little packet that he put together. I printed out on Teachers Pay Teachers, of course. Love that website. And so that has all the different... Oh, you can't see any of that. Look at this. Okay, now we're better. So that just has all of the different, the water cycle there. And then this is his Biome Book. And when we learned about different animals and their environment, and so we had to write what animal he was talking about in the rainforest, in the tundra, in the forest, in the desert, and in the grassland. And he had to illustrate that. So that was super fun. On the other side of this is material from our space unit. So there's these were in the Target dollar spot last year for $1, or Michael's. No, I believe they were in Michael's for $1. Just printouts of all of the different planets that we hung on the wall. And then these are just information cards, once again, from Teachers Pay Teachers. So there's the solar system, dwarf planets, inner planets, what a planet is, outer planets, then all of these little planets here. And so we have those in here. So he can reference those at any time he wants. This is a scientific method. He needs to answer all these questions every time he does an experiment. He asks a question that he's going to solve from his experiment, make a hypothesis, then he completes the experiment, he records his observation, and he answers his initial question. Then these are about different properties, size, shape, mass, texture, color. This right here, different parts of the apple. This is parts of an egg he had to illustrate and label. These are different the layers of the rainforest. What is a mammal? Animal habitats, more animal habitats, types of leaves, and then we went on a nature walk and we identified the leaves that we could find in our area. The difference between rotate and revolve. Phases of the moon. We did these with Oreo cookies, and then he just had to draw what he saw. And then we read books about the planets, and we both discussed what we thought was important information to record in our reminder binder. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Then we do have the life cycle of a bird, labeling the parts of a bird. A poem about worms, all about earthworms. This was from our Worms, Bugs, and Frogs unit. More about earthworms in my sad little earthworm drawing. Ants. And the life cycle of a frog. And then just some extra protectors here. Then for writing, we have what is a noun, singular, plural, and pronouns. What's a verb? What's an adverb? What is an adjective? and how to stretch a sentence so you can make your sentence go from a cloud to this morning a cloud made raindrops at my house because there was a thunderstorm. So just a way to make writing more exciting and not so boring. Different story elements, character setting, problem and solution, and the ghost letters that are silent, but we can see them. And then how to identify fact versus opinion in writing. Here is a math game that we play. It has the different printouts, once again, from Teachers Pay Teachers. And so it has the front and backs of different coins and then facts about them. So this one is, there are 10 of these in $1. Thomas Jefferson is on the front, worth 5 cents, worth 25 cents. George Washington is on the front. The Lincoln Memorial is on the back. And so then he has to match all of those up correctly. Oh, I hear people coming downstairs. So if you start to hear noise, we'll do the best we can. Like I said, we've kept them upstairs far too long today. So they're coming. Here is our fun little friends, Even Steven and Odd Todd, how to tell the difference between an even and an odd number. Different fractions, whole, half, and quarter. Values of time, all about time, the difference between analog and digital. And half past, quarter past, all that sort of stuff. How to read a clock, hour, minute, and AM and PM. That's all for there. Now for social studies, he did this little worksheet on the 3 branches of government, the judicial, executive, and legislative. And when you lift the flaps on these, there's the definition. So he had to match the definition with the branch as part of this assignment. So that was really fun. Once again, all on Teachers Pay Teachers, and all of this was free. On this side, we have more little games and references that don't really fit in these page protectors well. So for this was for our map unit. So we have intermediate directions, the map legend, and cardinal directions. These are different American symbols, word cards. So just different concepts that he should probably be familiar with. In the United States of America, that is where we live. Oop, I'm going to throw them all. And then this is a matching game. He had to color these women. It's an influential women pack. And then you just have to match up the picture with the information on the woman. And what I did with these is I actually wrote the correct answer on the back of the description so he can play independently. He doesn't cheat, so I don't have to really truly worry about that with him. So, and he's very good at remembering these. But these are in here if he ever wants to play, or we need a refresher on these influential women. Now, here we have how to be a good citizen. We traced my hand because it's a little bit larger than his. And he had to write all the different ways he thought that he could be a good citizen. And on this side, it was how to be a good friend. And he talked about the similarities and differences between citizenship and friendship. And over here, we have the difference between responsibilities, laws, and rights. And this is all about how to be part of a community and what community helpers are and who we have in our community that helps. This is what culture is and what it does for us. Families are diverse, so we talked a lot about diversity. Here we did a mini unit study on the United States. We're doing a more in-depth unit on that this year. But when we read a book or could identify a place on the map, he got to color it in. He could have picked any colors. He picked the same color for all of them. The baby's crying. Oh no, I'm going to try and hurry. How presidents are picked. He drew a picture of Emory being the president, and he had to use the words elections, vote, and polls in his sentence there. He had to identify all the continents and the oceans. We talked about trading, bartering versus buying. This was a Christmas Around the World pack with a whole bunch of different countries featured, and these are different celebrations as well for our holidays. We have information on Kwanzaa, This is Will's handwriting here from when I was having the baby. He took over school for me. So we have the economy, how do we earn a living, agriculture, commerce, and industry. And Parker had to write down examples of those 3 different things. And that's all for that. For gym class, we don't have anything written in here. We probably will this year. Music, we have in 4/4 time, music note values, whole notes, half notes, and quarter notes. And we have element of music, how composers can use expression and dynamics and articulations to get their point across. So we did a lot of journaling about how a composer can get their message across using those things. For rules, Parker got to create the rules for our classrooms. These are the ones he came up with this year, and he'll be redoing them next year. This is something that they taught in his public school. That will probably be, like I said, changing these up to fit us better. This is his can I use my tablet list. He has to do all of these things before he can use his tablet, so he doesn't come in the morning and wake up his sister asking me if he can get a tablet to watch. During lessons, way to focus is himself. My body's calm, my eyes are on the person talking, my ears are ready to hear, and my mouth is quiet. We don't have anything in the focus unit or the focus folder, but we will for this year. We're doing a lot more on meditation and things like that. And we don't have anything in art, but there will be more things coming in art. So I know that was kind of sped through way of talking about the reminder binder, but like I said, if there is anything in here that you would like to see more of, please let us know. I would be more than happy to show you. Thank you for dealing with my janky nails. Thank you for dealing with my crazy setup and my weird lights and my noises in the background. And thank you for watching. But please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Make sure you check out Parker's YouTube channel and comment, subscribe, like all those things over there. It's Parker's Playground, linked in the description box. Also follow us on Instagram. I've been doing a lot of like a day in our life type of videos, tap to cleans, which are super addicting to me, or tap to pack every time we go to the beach house, things like that. We would be more than happy if you have a YouTube channel to support you. So please put that information down in the description, and we will go support you as well, because we love making new YouTube friends. So thank you so very much, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.